Darling, this Christmas, here we are, gathering together from near and far. But something isn't.
You're locked in with Atlanta's hottest hip hop station. The Hype 87.3.
That's right. It is your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live right here in ATL on the Hype 87.3. And today, y'all, look at this beauty. Niya Lauree'n, what's going on? How you doing? Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
It's so good to have you here.
It's so good to be here.
Yes, most definitely. She came in here. I told her she looked like a whole model, y'all. Y'all clock that. Niya Lauree'n. I'm sorry. Is it Niya? We just had this whole discussion.
Yeah, so it looks like Lauree'n, but it's actually Lauree'n.
Laure'N, okay. We just had this whole listen.
And I'm actually still playing with the spelling of it. So like I had an accent over the second E. And then I did like a EE apostrophe N. So I don't know, between the two of those. But it's pronounced Niya Lauree'n. It looks like Niya Lauree'n, but I'll answer to either one of them.
I know that's right. I'm gonna call her Niya, okay? So I don't never mess it up. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So you grew up in Washington, D.C.
I did, born and raised.
But you now call Decatur, Georgia home.
I do.
Okay, okay.
Been here for 9 years.
What brought you here?
Actually pursuing my acting career. So I've always sang, of course, but probably 2010, 2011, I started acting and started doing like stage plays, gospel stage plays in DC. And I was like, I love the way this makes me feel. And so from there, someone came to see me. They started writing roles for me. So I started working with him and doing a lot of plays with him, Creative Storyline Productions, shout out. And then from there, I got my first film, first indie film, and then I got the film bug. I caught the film bug. In DC, you know, there's an artsy scene, but it's a political town. Yeah. So I was like, well, don't want to move to LA. Because that's too expensive, and I had a little one, and so I was like, well, probably the next best thing is Atlanta, and I was like, well, if you act and you're black, you should probably move to Atlanta. So
they do call it the Black Hollywood.
Yeah, so here I am, 9 years later, and it's been great.
That is beautiful. Have you had the opportunity to visit Tyler Perry Studios yet?
I have. I've been there, I think twice, doing like some background work. I don't do background work anymore. I've graduated.
She on the forefront, y'all.
But yeah, I have been there. Actually, yeah, I've been there once or twice. I went there to be a extra in what's the movie? Acrimony. They called me to be like a nurse, but they never chose me. So I just sat in the green room and met nice people and ate food. And then I went recently to, what's that, Family Feud is taped there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I've been a few times.
That's dope. Tyler, you better put her on the main role. You know, she is the main character.
Yes, I am.
Definitely. So you've worn a lot of hats. You do wear a lot of hats.
I do.
Actress. Producer,
yes.
Host, now of course music.
Yes.
What made this the right time to officially start releasing your own music?
Well, like I said, I've always sang, but people here only know me for acting. They don't know me for singing. And the production company I work with, Came Entertainment, shout out Came Entertainment, we did, all the films that I've done with him have been based around music somehow. And so I would always say, hey, I want to do my own vocals. And he'd be like, yeah, girl, all right, whatever. But we recently did a holiday film and we needed a soundtrack to it. And so my producer, Charles, Cave House Music, shout out.
Shout out Cave House Music in the building.
He saw a video that I posted because I've always been kind of timid about singing. Acting was always like easier than singing because people don't give singers a whole lot of grace. Like, and I was always scared to mess up, you know, even though I knew I could sing, but I'm such a perfectionist. Like, he gets on me in the studio. He's like, just sing the song. But yeah, so we needed some, well, first of all, I've been praying to I'm like, God, I want to sing, you know? And so then I got hooked up with a community, ATL. I don't know if you've seen them around, but it's like a a collective of singers, songwriters, producers, musicians who come together and they do different arrangements and sing around the city and spread joy and stuff. And so from there, I have been looking for also like open mics, but there are a lot of resources in there, people in there who know what's going on. And so I had posted a video, just me singing one night, driving home, and Charles saw the video and he was like,
Hold on.
You can sing. Like, rewind. Charles actually, I met him through working with Kaim Entertainment because he scores some music for the films. He does some music for the films.
Okay, dope.
And so he was like, I didn't know you could sing. And I was like, well, yeah, you know, everybody knows me for acting. And so it's just been something that's on my heart. Someone told me once, like, it doesn't matter if it's 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. If it's in you to do it, it's going to come back and bite you. You know, it's going to keep nagging at you. So I want to do all the things that are in me. And so I want to sing, and I'm like, no time like the present. I have a producer who wants to work with me. Thank you, God, because this is what I've been praying for. And so that made it the right time. You know, I guess it was God's timing, you know.
When God calls you to do something, you have to be obedient to it.
Absolutely.
Especially when you've been praying over it and asking for it.
Exactly.
God's like, come on now.
Right. So I can't have all these doors opening and asking for it and not walk into it. As scared as I may be, like, do it scared, do it afraid. So, yeah.
I feel like that's where our best work comes from, doing it scared, doing it afraid. Do you work good under pressure?
I do, actually. My day job, I had so much pressure.
What do you do if you don't mind sharing?
I am a manager at an upscale dining cinema.
Okay.
Right now. Not for much longer. Not for much longer. But yeah, that's what I do. So I work with people. So I'm in hospitality, essentially, and I've been doing hospitality since I got to Atlanta, pretty much, because it's been the most flexible.
Bless your heart.
Yes. Yeah, because people be peopling. And
girl.
And it's a lot of pressure. Yes, operations is a lot of pressure. But in addition to that, I also curate events, host events, and that's pressure. But it's good. Like, it makes me crazy, but it's good adrenaline. Like, it's that kind of, so I do.
I feel like because with those situations, when you're curating your own events, you're in control. Mm-hmm. Even though it can be stressful, you're in control versus going to clock in for someone else. You're not necessarily in control because there's always going to be people above us telling us when we can go to lunch, when we can clock in. No, you can't take the day off. That's what makes it more miserable.
Yeah, that part. I mean, I'm grateful. Let me
of course.
I'm grateful.
Of course.
But I know, like we said, like when my calling is, and I was like, I know I ain't supposed to be in here running, no, but you don't know, everything in his time. So, but yeah, there is a lot of pressure that comes with operations. If you ever run operations, there's a lot of pressure.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
I do pretty well.
So let's talk about this new single called Christmas Kiss. Mm-hmm. I love it. It's such a beautiful record.
Thank you.
First and foremost, I want to make sure you know that, man, what a great record. It's almost like makes me a little emotional just listen to it because you have such a beautiful voice.
Oh, well, thank you.
Absolutely. What inspired this particular song? Was it created for the film that you were speaking on?
It was, actually. So, like I said, we needed some music for that film, and we were just trying to write some holiday music. And it kind of went with the storyline, with a little sprinkle of my life, I guess, in it. And so I just, I had a few tracks that Charles had sent me, and I was like, well, let me listen to one of these tracks and see which one could sound like Christmassy, holiday. And so I just sat down with it. It probably was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, because that's when I find I'm the most creative. Sometimes I'll pull it from work and just be in my driveway. I'm like, you know what? I got the lyrics.
Right.
And so, so that's where it was inspired, how it was inspired. And yeah, here we are. Christmas Kiss.
And this is your first official release?
It is.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Had the film not been a thing, would A Christmas Song been your choice of your first debut single?
Probably not.
No? Okay.
Honestly, so that's just all of my gifts working together, I suppose, you know. Yeah, it probably wouldn't have been, but there would have been a single release.
I know, that's right.
Not a Christmas single. But then it happened. It's all happened so fast, really. Yeah, it happened really fast.
So with releasing this first single, as an artist, what has this taught you about yourself as an artist, releasing this song?
That it's not too late. That's the big thing.
I love that.
And that there's beauty in imperfection. Because I had been so scared in the past to really, first I had to like my voice and be okay with my voice and not sounding like everybody else. And not be such a perfectionist. And I'm still learning that. Got
to give yourself some grace.
That part. And that's the other thing. And people tell me that all the time. But I'm really hard on myself.
Yeah.
And, I have to be careful with that. I was talking to my best friend about it last night. I was just like, I beat myself up so much. And the people around me are affected. And I'm just like, they're like, well, what's wrong with her? And I'm just like, it's not about you. It's about me.
Right.
But I do realize that when I walk into a room, like my presence carries a lot of weight. And, not to be arrogant or anything, but it just does. Like I attract people, and I have to know that, the way I feel about myself can kind of like rub off on other people because I'm an artist.
Yeah.
And I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive about my.
Oh, you okay?
So yeah, those are the things that it's taught me.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Are you enjoying the ride so far?
I am.
Yeah.
I am. I just never thought that I'd be doing the things with music that I'm doing because I was always so used to singing background. Like I got comfortable in the background.
Yeah.
And although I know like I could be in the forefront, but I was comfortable because you can mess up back there and and you can blend.
Kind of blends in, yeah.
Yeah, all eyes on me. Studio is very intimidating. It's very intimidating for me because that mic picks up everything. But once again, beauty and imperfection, just have to embrace it.
Absolutely. And when you got a patient engineer that you're working with, is he patient?
He is extremely patient. I was like, I know I'm getting on your nerves. I'm sorry. He was like, no, you're not. I'm like, yes, I am.
But because essentially I feel like what separates a decent audio engineer from a great one is the fact that they take in consideration their name stamped on it too. Mm-hmm. So when that record gets released, if there's imperfections in there and people are hearing it, they're going to be like, first thing I always ask, who mixed this? Who mastered this? Who recorded this for you? You know what I'm saying? So he understands that he stamped on it too.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful. You guys have a great dynamic working relationship like that. You need
great
some
chemistry. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Has the writing portion become like an outlet for you, like therapy almost, being able to pour your emotions out?
Absolutely. So truth be told, like I pulled some stuff out the vault because I used to write music.
Okay.
Again, I wrote songs and I just never released them. And I let a couple people like hear them more. Like I would read them to them and they're like, you need to release that. And I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure. But, you just need somebody sometimes to be like, girl, you got it. You know?
Right. Exactly. Did you grow up singing in the church?
I did.
I knew it. Mm-hmm. Every great music artist that sings that I meet always has a church background.
Yep.
Tell us about that, those early days.
I was absolutely a church kid. So I grew up Seventh-day Adventist, really traditional. And I was in church from 8:30 in the morning to 10 o'clock at night because there was always something going on. Yeah. But I loved singing in the choir. They used to make me do solos sometimes, and I didn't want to do them, but I did them anyway. But I would, again, always like to sing with my friends. Like, let's start a group. Let's start a, because back that time, Trinity 5-7, Mary Mary, just all of the girl groups from church were out, and I wanted to sing with my friends, but nobody ever wanted to be in a group. And then there was a point in time in church where I started getting comfortable and, stepping out singing. People would ask me to sing for their weddings. I'm like, well, people ask you to sing for their weddings. I mean, you can really sing. But yes, definitely started in church. Great foundation. And my mom sings. Okay. So I come from a singing family. Yeah.
Did you ever want to follow the path of getting into gospel music?
I can't say that I did.
Okay.
I'm not opposed to it. Yeah. Putting out some gospel music, and maybe that's something in my future. But yeah, never really thought about it. I just always sang in church.
You do what feels right for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like that's the absolute most important. You have to unapologetically do what feels good for you.
For sure.
We can't please everybody, nor should we try to.
We cannot. We cannot. And again, still at this big age, I am still learning that. Like, well, it's okay. You don't have to like it. I like it. That's it. So. Absolutely.
I feel like the thing that we learn in life as we grow is setting them boundaries for ourselves. We have to. I used to be such a people pleaser. I wanted everybody to like me and I wanted everybody to be happy when they're around me. Now I'm like, you know what? That brought me more stress trying to please everybody because we absolutely can't. You got to set them boundaries. And the beautiful thing about that is it's going to eliminate the people who are not supposed to be there.
Exactly.
Because they don't have access to you anymore.
That's right.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace out. So you've been professionally involved in music on and off for quite a few years. Definitely. What feels different about this chapter of your life right now that you're going all in with the music?
I think just what we were talking about. Just like being unapologetic, not caring what people think, and just putting myself out there, you know. I say this a lot, there are a lot of dreams in the cemetery. And that will not be me. Like, if I do it, I can't say what if. You know, I can put it out there, and however it lands. But I did what was in my heart, and so just that feeling of just like I'm going to do it no matter what. You know what people say, and even what I think sometimes. Like, girl, just do it. Just do it.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No woulda, coulda, shoulda.
No,
because it will get to a certain point in time where it may be a little too late. You know, you don't want to be. We're going to manifest that she's going to live to a ripe old age, you know, but you don't want to be 95 saying, dang, I should have done that. And now, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I love that you're pursuing everything.
I am.
Do you have any kids?
I do.
Oh, you did mention that.
Yeah. How
did motherhood change your life?
Oh, wow. Motherhood has been the greatest joy and the greatest challenge because I'm a single mom, you know. And so, you know, my father did tell me, I didn't have the best relationship with him, but he did tell me, he was like, don't have no kids because once you do, it ain't about you no more. It's all about them. And that's really what's changed. Like, even, you know, she's a lot older now, but parenting never stops. And sometimes I'd be like, girl, you gonna be grown or you gonna be a baby? Like, what? But shout out to my baby girl, Mackenzie Jolie. Yeah, it's taught me a lot about myself. It's taught me how, and I use this term loosely, strong I am, because I won't go down the rabbit hole with that, but I am strong, but I'm also soft. But yeah, it just taught me that I can overcome, you know, and that by any means necessary, because as a mom, you're going to do what you need to do for your kids and you're going to make it happen. And so and then also, it's taught me that if I don't follow my dream, what is she seeing? Yeah. You know, so mommy has to be happy so that baby can be happy. And that means going all in and doing, you know, the things that I still want to do. I will say that motherhood slows down some things, sometimes, but it doesn't stop anything.
That is a fact. Yeah. Absolutely. Some things may get delayed a little bit, you know, because like you said, the child's always going to come first.
Absolutely.
And I feel like as a mother, because I too am a single mom, my son's a full-blown adult now, but I feel like I always wanted him to do better than me. That was so important. And that started with me, like you said, showing him that you can do anything that you want to do, no matter what anybody says.
Yeah, she is me 2.0. So the things that I was scary about, she ain't scary. Like, to the point but, you know, she's a good girl.
I love it. So vocal training is a big part of your current journey.
It is.
Let's talk about that. How has strengthening your voice changed your confidence as a singer?
Oh, tremendously. And there are things that I am, how to say it? So I never really trained my voice. So I'm proud now that I'm actually taking care of my instrument. And I wish I would have done it sooner, because I feel like if I had, I would have been putting out music a long time ago, because those notes that I approach, I'm like, oh, that wasn't right. Let me do it over. But it's a technique, you know, there's technique, and you have muscles that you have to use. And just like you're training for like sports or something, you have to train your voice. And so I'm just proud of myself for, you know, seeking help, because that's one thing about me. I'm like, sometimes we're scared to ask for help, but we don't know how to ask for help because we do everything ourselves, especially as single moms.
Girl, yes.
And then when you are like natural at something, like I woke up, I came out the womb just knowing how to sing,
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't think that you need to train, but someone told me even Whitney Houston had a vocal coach, so yeah, I'm proud of myself for doing that.
I feel like we can always be a work in progress.
Absolutely, we should.
And once we are okay with accepting that, that's when things start. Because even my business partner told me, he's like, Tampa, it's okay to ask for help sometimes, because I'm the type of person, I want to do everything myself, be in control.
That control, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you said, as a single mom, it can be difficult because we're used to having to show up every single day to basically...
And having to do it.
Having to do it.
Who else is going to do it?
Who else is going to do it?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to do it, most definitely. So you're actively working on an EP.
I am.
Okay. Without giving us too much, because it's still in the works, what can we expect?
I don't... Soul, emotion, life experience, real life experience. Yeah, you can expect some ballads, some up tempo. Yeah, it's gonna be a great album.
Is it going to be like a couple different genres blended in there?
Mostly R&B.
Mostly R&B.
Yeah.
Are you open to at some point in time tapping into other genres if it makes sense and aligns with your vision?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Like I said, I want to do all the things. Anything I could still do, I want to do. So, like I've even explored some musical theater recently, which is really tough. People don't think that is as hard as it is, but it's a special person to do musical theater. And I even love opera,
Okay.
Haven't trained for that. That's a whole different beast. But, I'm open to whatever is for me. I'm open to do. Yeah.
And going back to you with the vocal training, you said your instrument. I heard Prince years and years and years ago refer to his voice as an instrument because you can make so many different sounds and, with your voice. When you're getting ready to record, how do you warm up?
I just did some training. I went to an adult boot camp at AGI Entertainment, and we had a vocal coach there. And so just doing some of the exercises that, we went over there. Sometimes I'll pull something up on YouTube. I make sure that I'm, drinking the things I need to drink, usually something warm, herbal teas, not the coffee that I love. because that dries me out. Yeah, that dries me out. And just... I'm normally pulling up something on YouTube. What's her name? Cheryl Porter. She has a lot of them. I think her name's Cheryl Porter.
Okay.
She has a lot of good warm-ups on YouTube.
So there's actual vocal warm-ups that you do before to get your voice where it needs to be.
Yes. And I'm still, those are things I'm still learning, like how my instrument works.
Yes.
Where everything is, because we don't think about it, but it's a muscle. It's an instrument.
Absolutely. And I feel like you also have to learn to not overdo it because you can strain it as well. Just like you can strain a muscle. It's like you said, essentially it's a muscle.
Yep.
Have you experienced that?
Yes, absolutely. So we've been in the studio before and I'm just like trying and Charles is like, I know you can get it. And then I'm like, I'm done. Knowing when to say like, that's it, I think is way more important than just trying to keep going. Sometimes you got to walk away from something, come back, and then it's just like beautiful the next time. But he'll be like, yeah, I can hear your voice is getting tired. So yeah,
I feel like as a creator we all go through that. Like there are times when I'm putting together like the interviews, the recaps, and I'm like, I am just not feeling it. I'll have to step away because I'm like, I don't ever want to half do it. I want to make sure I'm putting out my best work possible. Same thing with you, and same thing I'm sure with him as well when he's producing. You engineer as well, right? You mix and master. There are times where you just need that little mental break. Let me walk away for a minute, put this on pause, and then get back to it.
Yep. Absolutely.
So as an actress with projects streaming on multiple platforms, Amazon, Prime, Tubi, I'm sure there's probably other platforms out there. How does performing on screen compare to expressing yourself through your music?
Well, it all goes hand in hand. You can't separate acting from singing because, sometimes, I put my perfectionist hat is on and I forget to act and put the emotion into it. We just want to be believed. And since you cannot see someone singing on a record, you have to feel it.
Yeah.
And so all of the things that I'm taught in, acting class and all of the things that I've experienced on film, on stage, I try to bring that into the music.
Okay.
And I'm still learning to do that. So, yeah, the two just don't separate. I was watching the Eddie Murphy special the other day, and he said something, and I was just like, that resonates. Because a lot of times people tell us that we need to focus on one thing, but I wouldn't have been given all of these gifts if I was just supposed to do one thing. And so he said, I'm an artist that expresses myself many different ways. Like, he's not just a comedian. Like, that man is a musician, you know, he's a producer, he's an artist, you know. He just has many ways that he expresses himself. And so I try not to forget that when I'm in the booth.
So your first song is already landing a placement in a film. So we're tapping into what they call sync licensing. That is amazing. Congratulations on that, first and foremost. I want to dive into that a little bit more, because I feel like a lot of artists don't understand how important that is, because you can probably make a lot more money streaming revenue through a film versus Spotify, Apple, because we already know they ain't paying no artists what they're worth.
Right.
Absolutely. So any advice that you could offer artists out there who are maybe looking to get sync placements?
I would say just network and use your resources. Like, it's still something that I'm learning about, just diving back into music. But yeah, I would say, you know, don't be afraid to get out there. Put yourself in spaces where you can talk to those kind of people, whether it be like a mixer or I actually host an open mic that's called Moods and Monologues, which is for actors, singers, poets, spoken word artists, and you never know who's in the room. So, and then, you know, think outside of the box. You know, a lot of people wouldn't even think about sync licensing, you know. I actually have an event that I'm not going to talk about yet because I don't know if I stole my idea, but that brings all of those people together for that purpose. So yeah, that's the main thing I would say is just don't be afraid to think or step outside the box, in the traditional sense of music, you know.
When is your next event?
So my next event is, we're moving to January. What's the fourth Tuesday in January? The 27th. So Moods and Monologues happens every fourth Tuesday of the month, but I'm taking off for December because I need a break.
Girl, yes, it's a lot to curate them events.
It is.
People don't realize. I used to do showcases twice a week.
Really? Wow.
And I was still working my 9 to 5 at that time. That's why I finally had to leave. I'm like, okay, I got to pick one or the other. It's a lot, definitely. Where is the venue that it's typically held? It's
typically held at Apache.
Oh, okay.
That's down on Marietta Street. So not the old, I think there was an old location like next to Variety. What do you call the place? Anyways, it's not there anymore. It's on Marietta Street. So yeah, every fourth Tuesday of the month. And people, you know, it's growing. It's a growing event. I think the best thing about it is that people feel really safe.
Yes.
When they come to perform, because I lay down the ground rules. You know, we have fun, but I always want to call it a people pleaser in me. But also with artists, like, I know how I felt, like, timid to sing and to share my gift. And so I don't want other people to come into a space that I curate and feel the same way. I want everybody to feel open. And so that's the feedback that I get mostly. So this is a special event.
You're right. Absolutely. You have to lay down them ground rules.
Yeah.
Super important, because essentially it's your event.
Exactly.
It's your night. And
it's mine.
Yeah, you know, and if people don't want to respect that, then they don't need to be there.
Yeah.
But I love that you are creating a safe environment for people to be in. They feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Typically, how many people bless the stage on an average night when you're there?
So it has grown.
Okay.
I think I started off with something like 6 performers, and now I'm like telling people you can only do one piece, because I think my last one I had about 22 performers.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so I have to kind of adjust it and curate it to having that many people, you know. So I'm working on that for January to see, because I don't want to put a cap on people. I don't want to put them in a box, you know. But I'm like, y'all, we can't be here all night.
No, absolutely. Yeah. And, you know, that's how I've always capped it out around that 20, 22 mark. And I typically would do 1 song each, because if everybody's doing 3 songs, like you said, you're going to be there all night. And nobody wants to wait 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, it becomes fresh. So what time does the event typically start?
So normally doors are opening at 8 and it's starting at 9.
Okay.
The last one that I did started at 8:30 because I was like, okay, it's a Tuesday night. It's a bunch of adults in here. I know y'all got to go to work. But I did make a comment, like, because sometimes the artists will come like, can I perform? Can I move up? And then they would take their people and leave. I'm like, no. We don't do that here.
No.
Let's stay and support everybody because I want everybody to have their shine. Again, you never know who's in the audience. We've had nights where we've actually filmed scenes from a movie there. Actually, the holiday film that we just wrapped.
Okay.
We had a scene there. And actually, some of the artists who've come to perform got opportunities as a result of that. So now their music is going to be on the soundtrack as well.
That is so dope.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love bringing people together.
Girl, I know that's right. Them networking events and something that I want all my artists to hear what she said, do not show up to these events and perform and leave. Mm-hmm. It's funny because my business partner, he used to say at the beginning of the night, OG Bigger Rankin, like, do you know Bigger Rankin? No, okay, so he's an OG. He's been in this for over 30 years. He would always say, if you perform and leave, next time you come back, when you perform, we're all going to go stand outside.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
If you perform and leave, and you don't want to be here to support people, then we ain't going to support you next time around.
Yeah, I think that's
It's
fair.
common courtesy is what it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you've also produced films and curated experiences, like, you said, Moods and Monologue, it's called. Do you feel like that those experiences help you in the creative process with your music as well?
For sure. I can't say specifically how they do, but
Yeah.
I'm sure they do because I'm just staying, my creative juices are all continuously flowing. They're always flowing. I'm always thinking of something. So yeah, I'm sure they do. I don't know which ways, but.
What challenges have you faced from transitioning into music after being known primarily for acting and hosting?
Probably really just believing that I could because it'd been so long since I've sang, and then people trying to like put me in a box. Well, you're this kind of singer or you're that kind of singer. Like, no, I'm just singing the way I sing, but actually not believing those people and just doing me, putting my stuff out. Basically just the belief that I'm capable and that I can do it. That's the biggest challenge, but I am overcoming that. I have overcome that. Hello, got my single out. So yeah, that's been the biggest one.
Are you an overthinker?
I am.
She said that with a cheese. 'Cause I am too. Like,
I am.
We-
What's your sign?
I'm a Taurus.
Okay, I'm a Scorpio.
I'm a Taurus. I feel like I get in my own way sometimes.
You can. That's a real thing. Like,
Man.
you really can. I certainly have done that, I'm sure. I know I have.
I talk myself out of situations, like, because then I'll think about, well, this, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
And then
like,
I'm like, I could be blocking my own blessings.
Exactly. So I had in the past tense, had a bad habit of feeling like overwhelmed and then just not doing anything. So it's just like, I got this. And, as women, we're really good. I'm really good at multitasking.
Yeah.
But it's just like, sometimes it feels so much. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to lay here, And I feel like, I'm not depressed or anything. But there are moments, and I feel like as artists, you have very high highs and really low lows and very little in between. So, and I can be dramatic. I'm real extra. Real extra sometimes.
Is she extra?
But it just takes a special person to understand. Like, my best friend and I, again, talking about it last night, she's like, yeah, I know how to deal with you. Like, if she say she just need a moment, she need a moment. Like, but that's been a challenge. But I'll be overthinking sometimes.
Girl, I do it. You're not alone. That's what keeps me up at night most of the time.
Yeah.
Because, like, even last night I'll go to bed. Typically, I try to go to bed by like midnight. I stop answering calls and stuff around 11 to get that last hour to wind down. And then by midnight, I'm in bed. It was like 1:30 last night. And I'm still up thinking about new segments that I want to do on my podcast. I'm like, why am I thinking about this at 1:30 in the morning? Go to sleep.
Yeah.
So then I roll over and grab my phone to jot it down, because I'm like, if I don't, I'm going to forget about it.
Yeah, we got to learn how to turn off.
We got to learn how to turn off. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So if someone's discovering you for the first time, we'll say through this interview, and they're hearing your music for the first time, what feeling do you want them to get? Because you've got this single out now. They're hearing it the first time. How do you hope they feel when they hear it?
I hope it brings up good memories. I hope they feel warm and cozy, you know.
Do you feel warm and cozy when you listen to it? He's like, I ain't paying no mind, y'all.
You know, I want this to be something that they are spinning, that they add to their playlist, you know, kind of like the Temptation Silent Night, or, you know, something that people just, you know that this is a song you're going to hear every Christmas. Mariah Carey, you know, I want them to feel like that about it. Yeah.
I feel like it will. Right now we're going to manifest it. We're throwing it out to the universe, you know, speaking in it to fruition, that this will be the song, one of the go-to songs every Christmas.
Yeah.
Are you going to have an official music video for it?
We've been talking about that.
Yeah.
So something is coming, something probably within the next couple weeks. And we're approaching, you know, Christmas. It released on the 21st.
Okay.
So it's been out for a couple weeks. But, yeah, we'll be doing something.
And the film itself, what is the title of it?
A Green and Gold Christmas.
Okay.
So we have a Green and Gold Christmas, which is in post-production. We've also got Sweet Friday, which we spent a lot of time on, which is not a holiday film, but it is a film around music about a disco 70s girl group, and how they come from the church to, you know, singing secular music, and I star in that one.
That's your journey.
Yeah, it is, ain't it? So yeah, and it's actually my mom's journey too.
That's
my
beautiful.
mother used to be out singing in the clubs and stuff, and she just sing for the Lord. Yeah.
So the holiday film, is there an official release date already for that?
No, I don't know. We don't have a release date yet, but I do know it's in post-production.
Okay.
So probably sometime 2026. I think we thought it might be this year, but it'll definitely be next year sometime.
It's a lot of work. People don't realize how much. I obviously probably don't know as much as you, but I have a couple friends who have done, you know, independent films, and it took them a couple years from beginning to end to get everything to where they wanted it to be, to present it to the world.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, because, you know, with independent, sometimes, you know, you're working with micro budgets, and where you cannot spend money, you have to expend time.
Yes.
You know, and people don't understand that. Like, it's okay not to rush and throw something together, because at the end of the day, this is a visual medium. And as an actor and an artist, like, I want to look good, you know, I want to sound good. And so, yeah, it takes time. I think Sweet Friday we did over the course of almost 2 years, because he actually had to turn us into a real girl group. And so that meant like practicing, that meant all the girl stuff that happens, you know, I'm getting on my nerves this day. But it all helped, you know, to build that chemistry. And again, as artists, we just want to be believed, and we want you to feel something. I want you to feel something, you know, whether I'm acting or singing, producing, whatever. If I have my hand in it, I want you guys to feel something. So.
On some of the films that you've been on, were you able to slightly improv, or did you have to follow the script word for word verbatim?
I've been blessed to work with directors who give us a little leeway. So
Okay.
as long as you're not changing the context of, you know, the story, yeah. Because sometimes that's the beauty. Like, if it works, it's just like, that wasn't in the script, but that works, so we're going to keep it. So
Yeah, because I feel like you can put more of yourself into it if you can kind of make it your own. Like you said, you're sticking to the script slightly, but you're making it your own.
Right. And then behind that comes research. So like with the films, like I've done a lot of period pieces now. And so I have to go back and research those periods, you know. I'm not around in the 70s, so you know, but I love that. Sometimes I feel like I was supposed to have been born in the 70s, or maybe in the 60s, so I could grow up in the 70s.
Right.
You know, so, you know, we were given assignments of, well, this is a person I kind of want you to study and embody. So I'll take it a step further. Like, I'm dressing like, you know, 70s. I'm wearing bell bottoms out, like just in my everyday life, because I want to embody, you know, that period. So.
That is super, super dope. Is there a particular era of music that impacts you the most?
Let's see. I I love 90s R&B.
Me too. It's the best.
Yeah.
Y'all can't tell me no different.
Yeah, 90s R&B and even some 80s stuff.
Yeah.
We used to clean up and my mother would play the Anita Baker record, Rapture, love her. And so, yeah, probably 80s, 90s, early 2000s. I mean, now it's cool, but yeah, the 90s was great for music.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Like, that's when we had like girl groups and boy groups and man, like some of the best timeless music.
70s music too.
70s music too, because I'm a 70s baby, and it's like, even though I was a baby back then, you know, as I got into like, you know, a little bit older, my dad was still listening to all that, and it was such a beautiful era as well.
Yep.
How would you define success right now at this season of your life and your career?
Well, someone told me this, and I always take it with me. Success to me is having something to look forward to, because that just means that you're growing. We're always doing something. You know, success means sharing my gifts. You know, I don't think there's any pinnacle of success. I just think as long as you are working and growing and getting better, that's what success is to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not the big house and the jewelry, because all that's materialistic. It can go away.
It's fulfillment. It's helping others through what I do, because I don't do that. I don't do it just for me. They're gifts because you're supposed to share them. It's not for yourself. So like I said, if you can't feel anything when I do it, then that's a problem for me. And we need to dig deep, you know. But yeah, that's what success is, having something to look forward to and being able to share my gifts.
That's a great way to put it. I love that. Yeah. Absolutely. Do you feel like this is your purpose, is helping people and giving your gifts to the world?
Yeah, I do. I've always liked helping people. I've always been in roles where I help people. I used to work in healthcare.
Okay.
Didn't like the politics of it and the administration part, but I love the people part. And sometimes people, like I said, they be peopling.
Girl,
but
people be peopling, don't it?
Yes. But at the end of the day, I like when someone leaves satisfied, or you know, they just feel better.
Yeah.
So if I've touched one or two people with my gift, and there's 800 people in the room, if I just touch one or two people, I've done my job. And so yeah.
Absolutely. So I know you have your show coming up the last Tuesday of January. She's taking December off, you know, and I don't blame you. It's holiday season.
Yes.
Outside of that, do you have any other shows or appearances, performances coming up that we can be on the lookout for?
Do I?
He's like, huh?
Not just yet, but we will definitely make you aware when I do. Yeah, there's some stuff on the horizon, but I don't have any dates just yet. We did talk about a show. No dates just yet, though.
Got you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you accomplished every goal that you set for yourself this year?
Probably not every goal, but most of them. Yeah.
So what's a big one for 2026 that we can hold you accountable for?
Just continuing to pursue this new journey of music. And, you know, I do wear many hats. I do help a lot of people, but actually taking more time out for me and pushing my stuff and feeling okay about it and not feeling like I'm being selfish, because it's okay. You know, it's okay for me to pursue me. You
have to unplug from the world sometimes.
Absolutely.
And be okay with it. Because it puts a lot of stress on you. I had a long period of time where it's like I would constantly keep my phone in my hand to make sure I'm answering all my DMs, and because that's where they be blowing me up, boy. And it's like, no, sometimes we have to unplug.
For sure.
And give ourselves a little break and some me time. What do you enjoy doing when you have a little free time, me time?
Sleep.
Girl, I'm the nap queen. I'll probably take a nap when I leave here today.
Yeah. Love to sleep. Love to, I like rearranging things.
Okay.
I think I have a hidden interior design gift or something. Like, I'll just look at a room like,
Have you tried to rearrange his studio yet?
No. I don't think he's going to allow that.
Hey, he just looked at you like, hold on now.
I don't think he's going to allow that. But, you know, of course, spending time with my girlie, and yeah, catching up, binge watching some shows. I'm an actress too, so I got to stay up on my shows. I got to watch TV. I don't watch a lot, but I have to. And you know, recently, just diving into music and, you know, different vocal techniques, studying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have to do in my free time now. You know, if I say I want to do this, I'm going to pursue this. This is my jam. Yeah, I have to do those things. But yeah, mostly sleep because I work so much and I have to listen to my body. So I like sleep. Sleep is so good. Sleep is so good.
Listen, it's my favorite thing to do, even though I sometimes struggle with trying to fall asleep.
Right.
It's so underrated. People don't realize it's probably one of the absolute most important things we can do for ourselves is getting good sleep.
You have to recharge.
You have to
recharge. Oh, and I love to work out. I do. I ain't been in the gym in a few weeks, but I do enjoy working out in my free time.
Yeah.
I need to make more time to do it, but I do enjoy working out. It releases endorphins. Like
It
when
does.
you leave, it just feels so good. Like, yeah.
I couldn't agree more. Because like I went yesterday, I'm super sore today, but like when I left there, I just felt so good, you know, because whatever anxiety you might have built up, you leave it there.
Yeah. And you feel like when I leave the gym, I feel like I could take on
The world.
I
Yeah,
can't-
no,
I mean,
that's
I
right.
literally walk out like, dun, 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 dun.
You got your cape on?
Yeah.
Most definitely. Anything else that we need to touch on before we listen to the song? Anything else you have in the works?
Just look out for my EP. It's untitled right now, and go check out my movies on Amazon Prime, YouTube, Tubi, Marvelous Southside Crew, and we got Marvelous and Marvelous Southside Crew are streaming now on Tubi and Amazon Prime, and y'all go download my single Christmas Kiss on all streaming platforms. Add it to your holiday list.
No, that's right. It's a beautiful song. For anybody that wants to keep up with your journey, where can they follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram at Niya Lauree'n, but it's spelled Niya Lauree'n, so that's NIYALAUREEN. Also have another page, I am Niya Davis. That's my government, y'all.
Okay.
So you can follow me on either one of those pages to keep up with me. I'm still getting used to the TikTok on them. Yeah.
Me too.
But you know, I don't mind TikTok. You know, they like me a little bit on TikTok, but yeah, for the most part, Instagram right now.
Got you. Who do you want to give thanks to for loving you and supporting you through your journey?
My mom, of course.
Yeah.
She's been a huge support. She actually followed me down here, and I didn't know how much I needed her until she came down here. My daughter, for being so, you know, just adaptable. I uprooted some lives to do this, so I'm like, it has to work, and it's going to. And so my best friends, of course, Charles.
This guy over here.
Who took me and is just like, because how many times does somebody see you and like, yeah, we're going to work together. Come on in the studio over here. Yep. We're going to do this. So I really appreciate it. I tell him that often. Like, I don't know if he really knows that, you know. Believe it, Charles.
He knows. He knows. And I'll tell you, he's a great representation because we had a whole conversation, and I'll tell you, it's like when I can conversate with somebody and it's, you know, like a good conversation, it's professional. I look forward to those moments. So definitely shout out to him.
Yeah.
Good representation.
Cave House Music. And who else? I ain't going to start naming people, but y'all know who y'all are. My village. Anybody who has helped me up until this point. Whether it was my first play or, you know, you watch my baby. Thank you, everybody. Never imagined I'd be sitting here, you know, in this moment. So,
I know that's right.
Yeah.
It's all divine. It was already written.
It already was.
Yeah.
Already was.
So let's go ahead and check out the song if you can introduce it for us.
All right. So this is Christmas Kiss, all streaming platforms. I hope y'all enjoy it.
Hey, stay tuned for it.
Come and see what all the hype is about. Tune in to The Hype 87.3.
Darling, this Christmas you we are gathering together from near